So yeah, some of these episodes have just been recap, and then like the last 15 minutes are like, so yeah, that was the thing that happened. Anyway,
Have you ever noticed that a lot of indie games in the past 10 years have focused a lot on like fun little meta narratives? You probably have, because there's a lot of
Mm-hmm. Whole lot of them.
I eat it every time. I can't get enough. It's called media consumption, isn't
Ah,
it?
well, true. Remember to eat your
What
game
else?
discs, kids.
Oh,
yeah,
none of them were on. It was I ate like 5 Nintendo Switch cartridges for.
Oh.
They tasted very bad.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point, so you don't eat them.
yeah, no, they made them taste bad on purpose.
Yeah,
So how am I supposed to eat them?
you're not. That's the point.
I don't understand.
You're still allowed to eat them. They just discourage
Mm,
by making them taste bad.
Yeah.
Nintendo's policy about piracy. Or people recording their fucking games at all.
Hell, even saying the word Nintendo has already put us on a watch list.
I fear for this podcast's safety.
Be the change you want to see in the world. If you don't like global warming, eat your Switch cartridges.
I don't think that's an equivalent.
What is?
What do you mean?
What is the?
So
What is the correlation there?
Plastic.
What is that?
You gotta get rid of the plastic
By eating?
by eating it.
I don't think that gets rid of it.
Can the human stomach digest?
Not well.
Probably not
Hmm.
very well. If at all. You might just vomit it back up, quite frankly.
I have some Nintendo Switch cartridges from before they started putting the bad taste on it. You know, I could.
No.
They're right here.
No.
They're so close.
Don't.
All right, so instead of a meta fiction episode, this is actually just going to be Cole eating a Switch cartridge ASMR.
Crunch, crunch.
just
Famous fight with Snaz Underrunes.
I think you mean Ness.
I will kill you, Dad. I'm fine.
you sound
Anyway.
you sound fine.
This is my normal voice.
Yeah.
Let's talk about One Shot next. Entirely because I really want to.
Where if you close the game outside of any of those beds, this is only in the freeware version. So if you buy the game for $10 on Steam, you won't experience this.
Damn.
But there is a free version that exists that you can experience this in if you want to. You close the game outside of any of those places, and you reopen it, and you're greeted with this. You're greeted with the normal title screen, but it's all kind of grayed and washed out because the world is dying, and also you just receive a system prompt that says Nico is dead.
What?
Well then.
Why?
Because
Let this be a lesson, kids. Don't sleep on the street. Don't be homeless.
Don't be.
Let this be a lesson, kids. Always remember to save your game before closing.
Yeah, that too, I guess.
I don't know. I like the message Peter came up with better.
just don't be homeless.
Just don't be homeless.
So easy.
Yeah, just have a house.
just have a house.
Yeah, isn't that what every indie game in the world tries to advocate for? Is to just not be homeless, Lamau?
Lamau added specifically.
Yeah, actually, I got a developer message from Toby Fox on the Undertale newsletter, and it just says, "Don't be homeless, Lamau." And also, I don't want to be mean to you, Alina, but you're not very good at puzzles.
I know I'm not. That's why I play Halo
Good.
almost exclusively, because it doesn't have any of that shit. You just hit a button, and the door
There's-
opens,
there are,
and
like,
then you get
2
to shoot
puzzles I
everybody.
can remember.
You claim to not like puzzles, and yet you play D&D.
See, but then
No,
everyone's stupid along with me, so it's funnier.
Yeah, everyone knows that when you play D&D as a player, suddenly you are really shit at puzzles, even if you're normally good at them.
See, and then we're all on equal playing fields, and I'm okay with that. It's a vibe.
I can play almost every Zelda game in existence back to front blindfolded. I cannot solve a simple word puzzle if I am a player in a D&D game. It's just how it is.
Doki Doki Literature Club, for anybody who lives under a rock. Doki Doki
Or
Literature...
is also like less than 5.
Yes.
In which case, how are you here?
Yeah,
Why
why are you here?
Leave.
Leave.
Go away.
This is not content for children. Fuck off. Towards the end, regardless of your choices, throughout the game, that she is horrificatively depressed. And you know, and
Just like me for real.
Relatable.
Yeah, Sayori is now the club president, and apparently whoever holds the power of club president also holds the power to see into the great beyond. So now Sayori
Just
is
like every other school anime.
yeah.
For some reason, the student council is the most powerful set of beings known to man.
Yeah.
More powerful than the municipal government.
Exactly. Or even God.
Praise be the school council.
As a child, probably. Now, I'm not into anything as much as you guys are. Into those.
Clearly, the answer is you have to get in contact with your child self.
Yeah.
I just gotta de-age myself. It won't be a minute.
Yeah, here, let me change your icon into a child version, and then we can do a meta thing.
No. Just like slide him below the table to make him look shorter.
Yeah, look, make my already cut in half torso even smaller.
Okay, hold on. Oh god, I'd have to move you. Hold on.
Oh, you have to move the layer.
There. Hold on. Okay. There it goes. And then just... Hold on.
Peter, I can't believe you were
There we go.
so. I can't believe you had a full ass beard when you were like 7.
Yeah.
I knew
I
you
know.
when you were 7. I don't remember you having a full beard.
Well, you know, times change. Anyway, now that Child Me has made an unexpected cameo, it's time for the last topic on this list.
There we go. I fixed it.
Oh, it's gone.
Child Me is dead.
Child, you died.
Just in time for me to talk about Gintama while you guys listen.
Okay.
In the same style as there was a particularly famous politician making an apology speech at the time that they spoofed.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that gets spoofed a lot in Japanese media, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that episode specifically does not air in Japan anymore.
Oh,
Oh, I wonder why. Oh
a
no.
severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pull out the ukulele.
There's another time when one of the main characters turns into Donald Trump
Wait.
and becomes the president of Japan.
Have you ever done something so useless but still felt a good time doing it? That's
Yes.
the video game.
Welcome to the podcast.
I mean, yeah, I know that's
Welcome
every
to the
video game.
podcast.
Hi, Melina.
I'm Peter.
I'm Cole. Hi.
You are more than just Cole. You are also talking about Dragon's Dogma this episode.
Yeah.
The rest of us will listen. It's gonna be episode 1 all over again.
Yep.
There are several topics I wrote down in my part of the list that are just things that I will achieve some kind of molecular harmonization through sheer excitement by talking about, and this is one of them.
Okay. Molecular away then. Tell me what this dogma of dragons is.
Begin the vibration. I mean, any fight in Dragon's Dogma can be resolved by just hitting it a lot until they die, but
It's so much more fun to stab out a
it is so much more fun to come in from the top rope and fucking body slam a snake tail.
Coming from the top.
Arisen from the top rope with a steel chair.
Yeah.
The dragon has taken your beloved. Your beloved is the character in game that you have the highest amount of approval rating with. This is not a mechanic the game discloses to you before this point in time.
Oh.
So it could be literally anybody.
What?
More often than not, it ends up being a random shopkeeper because you interact with them the most.
I have a question.
Yes.
What if everyone hates you? Does it take the person that hates you the least?
Yes.
That's really funny to me. Just, I've taken your beloved. You mean the guy that like tolerates me a little? Yeah, I think I remember now. You were like, dragon is born out of this hole in the sky, and then we started making jokes about how it's like vagina in sky, and then like
It's a sky giant.
yeah, and then we went on a tangent of like, what else could we call this that means vagina, and then we settled on the word clunge.
Slang.
This podcast is not for children.
I thought that was obvious from how much we tend to cuss.
I mean, children say all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, when you say child, I imagine an 8-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Even by your definition, children say fuck all the time.
Yeah, but according to
YouTube guidelines.
YouTube guidelines,
No, yeah, YouTube guidelines can suck my dick.
because this isn't
Peter,
for
you're
kids.
just gonna send an unnamed gunman to your house.
Actually, the account is linked to me, so they might send someone to my house. Peter, what have you done?
Probably nothing. However, if something does come of this,
There was a good 7 episodes.
whoopsie daisy.
Well, hold on,
Is all I have to say for myself.
I don't want to die from a YouTube gunman. Hold on, wait.
I mean, nobody wants to die from a YouTube gunman. It just sometimes that's how it works out.
The circle of life.
And now Disney's gonna send a gunman after me. Cole, what are you doing?
On today's episode of Trope Troupe, we fight off several armed gunmen from several different major companies.
And today's episode of Trope Troupe, I fucking die.
I guess the trade-off is that there's a lot more text. If you change one instance of something, you have to change all of them.
So that's the. So that was all my lines, right? That was all my lines, right?
It's about that.
This game has 70 alternative routes.
Yeah, Dragon's Dogma, I've started over. God, hang on. I have to remember all the way back to like 2016. That's when no, it was probably, I think it was before then even that I got it on the Xbox 360 the first time.
No.
A truly ancient console.
The ancient.
I mean, in tech years, yeah.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
nearly as ancient as the original Xbox.
Who even played the original Xbox?
I did.
You must be fucking 70 years old.
No. I'm a year older than you.
And that could be 70. We have not disclosed our ages.
True.
And that could be 70.
Yeah,
I
so-
could be 69.
Nice.
And by saying that, we've already disclosed our ages.
I think we've disclosed the like maximum possible age we could be.
Yeah, 40.
7.
Ford?
Those are two very different numbers.
Clearly, I'm actually stuck permanently at the age of.
Am I gonna?
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuck at the age of chewing noises. Cole, you personally had a hand in killing each and every one of your characters.
Okay.
This is
You
okay.
killed
is
insert
on you.
dragon dogma character here.
Sure. All right.
Look, I'm just trying to guilt you into actually finishing a fucking game.
Their lives don't really matter to me. They're all data constructs, so
Okay,
they're not living.
them.
They're not alive.
Very rude. Very rude, Cole.
Indeed.
Late to podcasts and now
Okay.
this.
Dehumanizing video game characters? How could you?
How could you do this?
Dehumanizing video game characters after the last episode we had where I said I was too emotional to reset one shot.
Mm.
Have some consistency at the very least.
No,
You
see,
care
no,
or
I
do you
don't
not?
I don't feel anything for the Dragon's Dogma characters because they're not like they made no attempt to connect to me. My emotions and feelings in the matter of their lives are what matters here.
It's all about you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Thank you for realizing.
I bet that's why.
Is this why you're also late to every podcast?
Yeah, exactly. The only time I respect is I don't believe any of this. I want to say for the record.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Sure. Give a disclaimer. Sucks to suck.
Yeah. Okay. I don't. I'm a dragon. I don't care.
An exact copy.
Also, it's not like a wish. It's specifically you trade your beloved one for incredible wealth and power.
What if I wish for the power to resurrect the person?
There is resurrection that exists in the world of Dragon's Dogma. Unfortunately, in order to do it, you do need the body of the deceased, and if they're eaten or torched to ashes,
That's not really a body.
It's bits of one.
I don't think it counts. I'm pretty sure you need the whole body intact.
Yarn. Alright. Fine. Ruined my fun hypothetical.
I answered the question correctly.
You could have been nicer about it.
Never.
Late to the podcast. Rude answers. What's next?
Next is I just leave mid-recording. Next week I'll set a timer for half an hour and I'll leave mid-sentence.
Well, it barely started the intro.
Exactly.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm Melina. I'm Peter. Da-ding.
For legal reasons, I don't think that Todd Howard actually releases spyware.
Yes,
That's not the official opinion of this podcast.
That is a joke. That was a joke.
We are legally protected.
Yes.
It's the official opinion of me, and that's about it.
Here, I know.
Just because every fucking program in existence past the age of like 2006 is spyware in some capacity.
Fair. But here, I know how to make it all better immediately with every law ever. Allegedly.
Allegedly. In Minecraft. Yeah, Final Fantasy / Dragon Quest are the JRPG gold standard.
This is territory I am highly unfamiliar
Yes.
with.
Oh yeah. Here it was from.
Well, don't worry, we're gonna leave the unfamiliar territory because we're talking about shitty American RPGs.
Okay, cool.
Ooh. Bethesda Game Studios
I'm
to make
American.
clear. Wow. What cool and engaging information. I never would have guessed based off your accent or any of this.
I mean, yeah. Surprising, I know.
What a what a revelation.
Wow.
Who actually learned at the Game Awards yesterday are making a game based on Blade from Marvel,
What?
which is probably going to be really good considering their track record in that type of game.
I like Blade. Blade's cool. Cool guy.
Blade is chronically under-recognized in the broader.
I know.
Not just-
I wish he was recognized more.
Yeah, so what better place to start than the beginning? Not of Bethesda,
But of everything.
but of everything.
In the
everything.
beginning.
There was a
There was
huge explosion.
On today's episode, we're gonna be reading the entirety of Genesis.
Yeah, let me go. Let me go get the fucking Bible in my house and read aloud the.
There's gotta be a Bible in my house somewhere.
We'll popcorn read all of Genesis.
Oh god, popcorn reading? No. Oh god.
3 out of 5 of the Elder Scrolls games would be better as books.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a whole lot harder to release a book 17 times across several consoles.
Yeah. read your Elder Scrolls book today on Xbox. What? Huh?
Xbox partners with Audible.
Yeah. This Xbox is sponsored by Audible.com. It's like, ah!
Your Xbox exclusively.
Your Xbox. No one else's. Suffer.
Amazon has been fully integrated into your Xbox. It will now be capable of sending and receiving deliveries.
Receive from where? From me?
From the divine.
The divine, the true Lord, the true being, the one and only Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, the only reason Jeff Bezos is still in power is entirely because he has the divine will of God on his side.
Just drinking water, you fucking. That's a different problem though. In Oblivion, you do have to like actively work up the ranks of several different organizations. And this is also the case in Morrowind, so I've been told. Where in Morrowind, the first like many hours of gameplay are you like being a grunt in the Alchemist Guild because you need money and like a place to live essentially.
I play too much Halo. Just imagine the little grunt running around, getting a house.
Okay, but the idea of a grunt being an alchemist is, I think, pretty cute.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the suicide grunts are.
Oh God.
They've given up on their homeowner dreams.
No.
Oh, they're younger than 40. Okay. In Oblivion, you are the hero of Kvatch, and or Kvatch,
Cabbage.
Kvatch, the hero of Cabbage. That's how you spell cabbage now. We've decided.
Yep. It's cabbage. Cabbage the whole time. You've all of you have been spelling it wrong. And if your spell checker says it's spelled wrong, then your spell checker is wrong. Tell it to ignore it. In fact, add it to your dictionary.
Kill your spell checker.
Remove the quote unquote normal way to spell cabbage and replace it with the proper way to spell cabbage.
Yeah, we're really into alternative facts here.
Yeah. Alternative facts are only alternative until we've removed the original.
Also known as fact.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Also, the speaker of the Dark Brotherhood, which is even more fucking coincidental because you're sneaking around in a place you really shouldn't be in the fucking Assassin's Guild location, and you hide in a coffin that has the corpse of the Night Mother, she's like a mystical figure that's revered by the Dark Brotherhood, and you're hiding in there in order to spy on a secret meeting, and you're like.
Mhm.
And then you get spoken to by her, which hasn't happened in a long time. You're just like literally mystically chosen.
Hey.
Yeah, imagine the fear and terror that happens when the mummified corpse you're hiding next to
Just like
starts
snaps
to
his neck
psychically
towards
talk
you.
to you.
It just like snaps his neck towards. Hey, buddy.
It's been a long time since anyone could hear me speaking.
Hey, you're finally awake. You're trying to cross the border,
all
right?
over.
Yeah, like, ah! And everything morphs back to the cart. Like, ah!
Everything morphs back to the cart, but now there's a coffin on the back of it.
Every time you get in that coffin and it morphs back, more things are coffins.
There's just like more coffins stacked on top of each other.
Modders, you know what to do.
I do want to be very clear that like my intent when I do any kind of like Skyrim criticism or any criticism of I suppose any game really is not to get people to like be on my side and also dislike it, or even also like it if I'm doing it about a game I like.
It's to get people to not like you.
I mean, It might be. Yeah.
Well, don't worry, Cole. We'll never not like you. There's nothing you can do. You can't escape us.
Oh, okay. Allow me to go murder 17 orphans.
Wait, what?
They deserved it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. The orphans allegedly deserve that.
Everyone knows you're more effective at casting spells when you're ready for bed. Your mind is at its sharpest when you're trying to sleep and keep having random thoughts.
Spellcasting powered by intrusive thoughts would be kind of terrifying.
Oh, I'd be great at that one.
Yeah, you'd be great at it against your will half the time.
Yeah.
I cast Swerve into oncoming traffic. Would that cast it on yourself? Or on everyone else?
The result is the same, you die.
You like murder? No. What if what you're murdering is a Nazi? This is about Wolfenstein.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm Alina.
I'm Peter.
I'm Cole. Boy, oh boy, did you know that I don't like Nazi? Like any sane and reasonable person? The officially endorsed stance of this podcast is if you do see a Nazi, you know what to do.
Become Duke Nukem. If at all possible.
That's the wrong guy!
It was made for the Apple II home computer.
Those aren't real.
Not any fucking more they aren't.
You hear that, audience? If any of you have an Apple II home computer trademark, you aren't real.
Let's see, when did Call of Duty first come out?
After the
Far
fucking
later.
90s? Like, 2010s, probably. Or late 200s.
2003.
200s.
Yeah,
200s?
late 200s. Back in ancient
Yeah,
Greece.
that's when the first war happened, didn't you know? Definitely.
Yeah, as we all know, the first Call of Duty is actually just a retelling of the Bible.
that is also not the late 200s.
This is 2003.
Look, if we can spread a little bit of misinformation, we can spread a lot of misinformation.
Oh no. We opened a can of worms.
Guys, I opened this can of worms. There's worms inside, and the worms spelled misinformation like they're fucking SpaghettiOs. Apparently, it came out in the 80s originally. Wow, who
Early
knew? I didn't.
80s.
I thought it was the 90s.
Nah,
Yeah,
early 80s.
earlier than I thought it was.
Older than us.
By an undisclosed amount.
By an
Older
undisclosed
than
amount.
us by an undisclosed amount.
Could be by a month. Who knows?
Yeah. Can I disclose the first 2 digits of our birth years?
I mean,
I've never.
I would be perfectly fine leaking my fucking address. Go ahead.
Please don't.
Christ, man. And I'll just put the first one. It starts with a number, a digit that is less than 10. The thing that really established Wolfenstein as a series was Wolfenstein 3D, because that's the one where you play as the American spy William B.J. Blazkowicz, also known as becomes known to the Nazis. Remember, this is the 90s. It's very I don't know what
Very
what the
90s.
It's very nice.
very 90s. Very action thriller name here.
Mhm.
Terror Billy. As far as I know Doom 2016 kind of hit it off. Don't know a whole lot about it. Haven't played it. Don't
I
have.
did.
didn't buy
I
it at the
played
time.
that
having-
one. Yay!
See, because the new Wolfenstein series takes place in a world where the Nazis won.
I totally didn't see that coming.
I know, right?
And the only repercussion of this is the fact that swastikas are now plastered fucking everywhere.
That is one of the repercussions of this, actually. Yes, believe it or not. This is also probably because in the 90s, America was a much less introspective nation than it is even now, somehow. Oh, hold on a second.
Holding on a second. Peter, it's been more than a second. What do we do?
That's it, Cole. You're getting kicked from the podcast. You've been late too many times.
On this episode,
Cole dies.
Cold. Being within the Trope Troupe means funny business, but the second
Why?
you leave.
God, I didn't take my headphones off. Jesus. Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of hard to fucking kill forever, unfortunately.
What do you mean? If you just play Wolfenstein 3D enough times?
Yeah, if you play Wolfenstein enough times, you kill every Nazi.
Every Nazi you kill in Wolfenstein correlates to a still living real life Nazi. God, Peter, you're making me depressed.
That's kind of my job.
It's ineffective on my end. I don't know.
Cole, my default emotion is sorrow, and it's my job as a.
It's true. It does say that
spread-
in your Discord bio.
That is my job is to spread sorrow to everyone, to every corner of the world.
Fucking evil Santa. Sorry, my mind blanked. I didn't like comprehending the reality of things.
Being Polish.
I mean, actually, my family is from Germany, so.
Get him.
So you're the target demographic.
No! Get it? No. My family.
Who's the most offensive? No.
Because it's untrue. I'm insulted.
No!
I mean, I'm insulted because actually, if you go back that far, my family was Jewish.
If you boil it down to, am I aligned with the Nazis in this one instance? No? Okay, I'm doing the right thing. Then I guess life is
Life is what?
life is simple.
Okay, I didn't catch what you said after. You got out as in life is. I thought
Life
you got
is.
murdered by
Life-
the Nazis.
See, that was the end of a sentence. Life is. Period.
Life is.
Life is.
That is true. If you do
That's
go.
the real moral of Wolfenstein. Is
Real
life
moral.
is. At the very least, Cole's also going to have something to say about the upcoming Percy Jackson movie reboots.
Oh, dear
They're
God.
not movie reboots, you fucking.
I knew you had something to say about it.
The TV show that is an adaptation of the books. Yes. I don't have a whole lot to say about it right now. There's like 2 episodes out. It's covered like the first several chapters. I don't know what to say.
I don't know.
Do you want to talk about the movies and how they're bad adaptations?
Yeah.
I can do that for hours. You go first.
Oh boy.
I've been talking for a while. Another thing I'm gonna check shit about.
watched
Once we finish,
one Percy Jackson movie when I was little, and I remember nothing.
once we finish these bouts of topics that we like selected a bunch of shit that I input, we really should do one of yours so that you
please, I want to say things, but I can't because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
A notable parallel in my mind is the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that one. It has Nicolas Cage in it.
I don't know what
does.
you're talking about.